this video, let us study about the Ohm's law. This law, it gives the relationship between the potential difference, current and the resistance. So if I consider a conductor, so they say that the current that is flowing through a conductor, that is directly proportional to the potential difference across its ends, provided that the temperature and the physical conditions should remain constant. So I is the current flowing through the conductor, V is nothing but it is the potential difference across its ends. So if I remove this proportionality sign, so we will be getting V is equal to IR. Okay, that means R is nothing but it is the proportionality constant here. R is proportionality constant. That is resistance. So resistance, it depends upon the physical dimensions. So it depends upon the length of the conductor. Also it depends upon the area of cross section of the conductor. So you know that resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and it is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. So if I remove the proportionality sign, you will get resistivity, which is nothing but it is the proportionality constant. So resistivity into L divided by A. Okay, so here they say that it's a proportional constant, means V by I, that is equal to R, right? So this is a constant. So V by I ratio should be constant. So we will consider a triangle, like it's very easy to remember. We all are familiar with Ohm's law. So it's just that, see, if I consider VIR, so V is equal to product of these two IR, then I is equal to V divided by R and R is equal to V divided by I. So we can remember all these three things. Okay, so this ratio V by I is a constant now. So it already stated that the current is directly proportional to the potential difference across its ends, provided that the temperature should be constant. Temperature should be constant and also the physical conditions should be constant. See what happens if the temperature varies. When the temperature varies, your resistance also varies, because we know that RT is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha of T minus T naught. So here this is the temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay, then here this is the resistance. So what happens if I increase the temperature, your resistance also increases, because for copper wire, if I consider, alpha will be equal to something like 0.0041. So here what happens, this is a positive temperature coefficient of resistance. So in case of conductors, what happens, as the temperature increases, your resistance value also increases. That means this Vi by is not a constant anymore. Okay, so that is why they say the temperature should be constant. And in case of filament bulb, in that case what happens, when the current starts to increase, the temperature increases. When the temperature increases, obviously it affects the resistance. Okay, then we will consider physical conditions. Physical conditions means length. So what happens if length of the conductor increases? When length of conductor increases, the resistance also starts to increase. So that will be again affecting the V by I ratio. So let me consider the linear characteristics now. Okay, I consider only one side here, linear. So this will be our okay, or let me consider this as V and this is I. So at this point, okay, 1, then I'll consider 2, 3, 4. We have 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, so here what happens if I consider a slope? Okay, let me consider a slope like this now. What happens? This is nothing but 10 divided by 1. Okay, that means it is V divided by I. V divided by I is nothing but it is equal to the resistance. So resistance is equal to 10 ohm here. And next if I consider this one, what happens, it is 20 divided by 2, again it is 10 ohm. Next I will consider only this value, only this slope. Okay, that time it what happens, 30 minus 20, that is equal to 10 divided by 3 minus 2, 1. Again it is 10 ohm. So again here it will be 10 ohm, means that will be constant throughout. 10 ohm is constant now. That means the ratio V by I is constant. So Ohm's law, it holds good for the linear networks, okay? For the linear elements it holds good. But if I consider non-linear like diode, okay, diode. So here what happens, I am keeping the magnitude of voltage constant. Okay, let me consider this as 0.3. So let me consider a value 0.5. So here 0.5. At 0.5 what happens? What is the value of current here and what is the value of current here? So they are totally different. Okay, that means when I reverse the direction of the voltage, but I will keep the magnitude constant. But if I calculate V by I, that will not be same in both the cases, because the value of current, it is not same as that it was in this opposite direction. So V by I will not remain constant. So it's not applicable for the non-linear circuits, non-linear networks, elements. For that it is not applicable. Only for the linear elements it holds good. Okay, and then is it's not applicable for the unilateral. Unilateral means, once again I will consider diode, this one. This is unilateral because it is not symmetrical about the origin, right? Because see, here the value is changing here. There is a sudden increase in the current, but here at this value we do not have sudden increase. So this is not symmetrical about the origin. So this is your unilateral. Okay, this is unilateral. So it does not hold good for unilateral. If I consider resistor, okay, if the current flows in this direction or if current flows in this direction, it doesn't affect anything. But diode, it allows the current to flow in one direction. So we can consider that as unilateral. Bilateral means current can flow in both the directions. Okay, so this is what we can say, that temperature should be constant, physical conditions also should be constant, and it is not applicable for non-linear, but for linear it holds good, because we can say that ratio, it remains constant throughout, and it is not applicable for the unilateral elements, okay, such as diode. Okay, then electrical filament bulb, for that also it doesn't hold good, and for transistors, for diodes, this Ohm's law will not hold good. Okay, so it's not applicable for that. Next, in the next video we will consider the series and parallel combination of resistors, and we will see what will be our equivalent resistance.